What's up, guys? My name is Joel, and today I'm going to be discussing the difference between knowledge and wisdom. Be sure to like this video, share it with somebody that you know, hit that bell notification so you'll be reminded anytime I post a video. And without further ado, let's preach. All right, so let's dive into this. So I was sitting in the car and I had this thought come across my mind, and really it was this: that with all the access that we have to endless streams of information, the consumption of knowledge is so great. And there's actually a amazing statistic out there that in fact people's knowledge doubles every 2 years, which means that we are doubling our capacity for knowledge and understanding, and we're getting smarter. We're have access to more information. We're taking in more information every 2 years than ever before. And so what that means is that we are the most informed generation and generations in human history. And I think that's amazing, but with all of that information, we still seemingly have so many unanswered questions to so many problems that are arising in culture, in societies, in communities, not just here in America, but all around the world. And it amazes me that we can become such consumers of information, but yet have such little understanding on how to appropriately apply the information that we have to our daily lives, to our communities, in government, in church, in religious organizations all over the world. And so I just kind of wanted to dive into the differences between knowledge and wisdom, the distinctions, just to try and gain an understanding for me personally. And maybe this is something that's new to you, or that you will find out that, oh, I didn't know that, or I didn't see it that way. So let's get into this really quick. So knowledge, defined by Webster in Webster's dictionary, is this: it's facts, information, and skills acquired through experience and education. So it's facts, knowledge, skills acquired through education and experience. Wisdom, however, is defined like this: it is the ability to appropriately apply knowledge effectively. In other words, it's the ability to know exactly what to do with what you have. This is important, and I believe this is what, there's a character in the Bible named Solomon, and I believe this is why he prayed and asked God for wisdom. The narrative goes something like this. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but God asks Solomon what he would desire. And what God was really asking him in that moment was, I'm willing to give you whatever you want. Solomon was about to become king, and God said, I'm willing to give you whatever you want. All you have to do is ask me. And Solomon does something amazing. He doesn't ask for fame. He doesn't ask for riches. He doesn't ask for wealth. He doesn't even ask for health. He asks for wisdom, because he understood something that I think is vitally important that we need to understand in everyday life. He understood that he's about to take on a role that he is unfamiliar with because of his youth. But he realized, if I garner enough wisdom, the knowledge, the education, the information about the job that I am required to do from here on out will come just by me sitting on that throne and going through everyday life. So I don't have to ask for knowledge. I don't need wealth, because I'm going to be king. Wealth is going to come to me. And so he asks God for something that he did not have in the moment, which was an ability to apply the knowledge he would gain correctly in moments that he would need to. For example, there's a story in his life where two women approach him. One claims that she is the mother of the child, while the other claims the same. And so now there is a issue that arises that nobody can seem to figure out who the mom actually is. And so Solomon, being wise, takes the child and says, well, since we can't figure out who the mother is and we don't know who's telling the truth, I'm going to attempt to kill this baby and the issue will be settled. And the actual mother speaks up at that point and says, give the other lady the baby. I don't want my baby to die. And out of that moment, he realized, and everybody realized, who the mother was. This was wisdom. So he was given information, right? This is somebody's child. He was given the information, but he had godly, divine wisdom on how to apply the information to get an answer. This is so key for what we're dealing with culture and with society and civil unrest. We have a lot of people, a lot of outlets, a lot of politicians, a lot of activists that are very, very knowledgeable. They have great wells, I should say, of information, but they lack wisdom. They don't know how to apply the information that they have appropriately so that they can see results. So the question then is this: is wisdom more important than knowledge? And honestly, I wouldn't say that it's more important, but I do think it's more valuable, because I believe that you can have an infinite amount of knowledge and not be wise. But I also believe that you can be wise and have little knowledge. And wisdom, because it is the ability to appropriately apply the knowledge that you've received correctly in your life, I do believe that wisdom is more valuable than knowledge. And Solomon proves that in the narrative when he asks God, instead of wealth, instead of health, instead of endless resources, he asks God for wisdom. I believe that we have and are creating a generation that has accrued such knowledge, but they have not garnered the wisdom to match. And so the scale has been tipped, where we have a lot of knowledge, but we lack significant wisdom on how to apply this to everyday life. And to my church folk, this can be very dangerous. That if you don't ask God daily for wisdom, it's a gift, it's free. God will freely give it to you. He just says ask. But if you're not asking for wisdom daily, the information that you're getting on Sunday mornings, the information that you're getting through the week, if you're not asking God for wisdom on how to correctly apply that for your Monday, for your Tuesday, for your Wednesday, it will become frustrating, because right information applied wrongly will breed frustration and ultimately lead to resentment. Understand this: knowledge is the tool, and wisdom is the craft in which the tool is used. Knowledge is obtained, and wisdom is developed. Knowledge is obtained through drive and focus and determination, while wisdom is obtained through patience, love, and humility. Both are necessary for everyday life, but one without the other becomes destructive and dangerous. So we must be like Solomon and pray daily: God, grant me the wisdom that I need to effectively and appropriately apply the knowledge that I'm going to receive on a daily basis correctly to my life. Listen, thank you so much for watching this and tuning in. I love you. I'll catch you in the next one.